Welcome to week 6, and I'm going to talk to you today about turning up your metabolism. That's got to be one of the number one questions that I get from clients is I want to speed up my metabolism because they know, and they've heard it, and they've read it in magazines and on the web, that if they can turn up their metabolism, they're going to burn more calories, and you know what? That's absolutely true. So let's figure out what we need to start with, though. And I think a really good starting point is your basal metabolic rate, also known as your BMR. So basal metabolic rate is basically the number of calories that your body needs to keep itself alive while at rest. So if you did nothing throughout the day, you laid on the couch and you slept, then your body requires a certain amount of calories to breathe, brain function, liver function, to digest, and to grow new cells. These are all things that require calories and metabolism. All right, so go through the formula, and I've included it in this email just to kind of see if you can get an idea mathematically what your metabolism, your BMR, basal metabolic rate, might be. Now that's at rest, and none of us really exist at rest. We do all sorts of things for our day. Now, if you have a desk job, that's kind of sedentary, all right? So you're going to have a lower metabolic rate overall than somebody who, let's say, is a PE teacher in the school. They're on their feet, they're teaching classes, they're running back and forth. Now, that's probably moderate activity. Then you've got somebody who's very high activity. People that fall into this category, excuse me, are people like construction workers that are out there doing hard physical labor and they're lifting. Personal trainers who teach fitness classes all day. That's hard, and it requires a lot of effort on their part to stay with it physically. That's going to put you in the category of high activity. So adjust your BMR for your activity level. Now we know approximately how many calories your body burns in one day, one 24-hour period. Now, we kind of know, and this is where there's a little fudge factor, and you might want to give me a call if you've got some questions about this specifically. But if I know that I burn, my metabolic rate is 2,100 calories, well, if I eat 2,100 calories, my weight should stay the same. Now, if I eat 1,500 calories, I'm at a net deficit of 600 calories a day. And if I do that for 7 days a week, 7 times 600 calories a day is 4,200 calories. So that's a little bit more than 1 pound, because 1 pound is 3,500 calories. Okay, so that's an example. If, however, on the other hand, I splurge this week and I've got a party and I don't watch what I eat and I go out to eat, well, let's say I consume 4,000 calories. That's no good because my body burns 2,100, so now I'm up 1,900 calories. Can you imagine that? If I did that every day, I mean, that could be 3 pounds in a week I could gain. So my point is that BMR adjusted, we're going to have to tweak it a little bit because it's not always accurate. As we talked about previously, your stress level can affect your BMR, and it can actually lower it and suppress it and keep it low. So while I just told you that my BMR was 2,100, you know what? If I'm not seeing the weight gain that I should, and I know what my calories are that I'm eating, and that it just doesn't make sense, I might need to adjust that metabolism maybe a little bit lower. If, on the other hand, I'm dropping weight pretty rapidly, well, maybe my BMR is set too low, and I need to bump it up a little bit, okay? So it's a very, very tricky thing. But just know that your body burns, and then there's that calories in equals calories out, and everything's going to stay equal. If the calories into your body are more than the calories that you expend, you're going to gain weight. If the calories that you expend are greater than what you consume, you will lose weight. And again, if they're equal, you're going to maintain your weight. Now, how do we go about changing the metabolism? It's a FITT. Look behind me here. FITT. Frequency, intensity, time, and type. So you got to change it up. That's the only way to do it. You can change up the frequency of your workouts. So if you're doing 4 days a week, try 5, okay? If you're doing easy workouts 5 days a week, make one of them or 2 of them moderate or moderate hard. You got to change it up, and you got to do some things that are moderate to moderate hard. That's the only way to change. Time. Increase the duration of your workout. So if you're only doing 20 minutes, ramp it up to 25. Ramp it up to 30. It's the only way that's going to change your metabolism. And then type, well, that's just doing what you love, okay? And I always say variety is the spice of life. So let's turn it up this week. I'm in with you.